Welcome to this video. So my name is Mr. Leslie. So today I want to take you through the K53 road signs, right? So I just have this booklet. It contains all of the road signs that you need to know, right? So if you're interested in this booklet, just go in the description of this video. You'll find a link where you can get this book, right? So we got some different classes of signs here, right? So let me just take you through the document. So all the signs that you expect to get in that exam, you find them. So we got some parking signs, got some command signs, got some combination signs. So ideally, right, this document we prepared it so that you can practice for your K53 learners exam with ease, so that you can actually be able to pass, right? So like I said, in the description of this video there is a link there. You can go in there so that you can actually be able to get this booklet, right? So yeah, so today I want us to talk about some command signs, right? So command is in the word, right? So when we talk about command signs, we're talking about these are signs that you're supposed to follow, right? So if you're on the road, you are constantly being commanded on your speed, on your direction, on your even the weight of your vehicle. Even there is a lot of things. Pedestrians are being commanded. Cyclists are also being given instructions. So you should also give heed to these instructions. It is for the safety of everyone on the road, right? So I'm just going to walk you through some of these command signs so that we get to understand this command signs. So this video is specifically for command signs, so I hope you get to enjoy it, right? So I have this one here. So we got a 50, right? And so one thing that I need you to note about command signs is that they do have this circular sign, and they do have this blue color, right? So all of these are command signs, so obviously we'll not be able to finish these. So that's why you should also get this booklet, right? Get it for yourself so that you can actually study these for yourself. I will not be able to finish all these signs, finish explaining each and every one of these signs, right, because of time, right? So it is important that you get this and study for yourself. Then coming back to our sign right here, right? So this sign applies to minimum speed limit of 50 kilometers per hour. So it means that if you see this sign, it means that you are now supposed to travel at a minimum speed of 50 kilometers per hour. Now this sign is what we call a control sign, right? So there is also a sign that we call restriction sign. So I'm just going to go there. I want you to note the difference between the two. They are both circular, but they are different, right? So you got that command sign that is circular, and it is blue with a 15 side. It means that your minimum speed that you'll be traveling at is 50. Then I have this sign, right? So this sign, it is circular, but it is a red, okay, it is a red outline. So the speed limit here is 50 kilometers per hour. You see how these two signs are different, okay? So the first one was telling you that the minimum speed was 50. Now here is telling you that the maximum speed is 50 kilometers per hour. So here talking about the maximum speed limit, the other one is talking about the minimum speed limit. So I want you to pay close attention to that. So this one is what we call a prohibition sign or restriction sign. So these signs, they are basically the same, right? In that command sign, they do command an action. Restriction, prohibition or restriction sign, they do restrict any action, okay? So yeah, so today we are focusing on command sign. So if you just take note of that difference between a command sign and restriction sign, it will be very simpler for you, okay? Now so command sign, here the second one, I have a 10T. So it means that 10 tons. Yes. So when we talk about tons, we're talking about weight. So vehicles exceeding 10 tons GVM only. So when we talk about GVM, we're talking about gross vehicle mass, right? So all the vehicles that have a gross vehicle mass of 10 tons should proceed here, right? So all the vehicles that have a gross vehicle mass of 10 tons or more should proceed. Okay. Now, if this was a prohibition sign, we'd find that we have a red outline here. It would mean that all the vehicles that have a 10 tons gross vehicle mass or below, all the vehicles that have a 10 ton or gross vehicle mass of 10 or below should also proceed. Okay. Now let's move on to the second ones. So here it means that keep left, right? So, and this one means that keep right. So this one are pretty straightforward, right? So these are some of the common signs that you should know. This means 10 left and this means 10 right. So I want you to take note of the difference between keep left and 10 left, right? So a keep left is pointing sort of downwards, right? But it is pointing to the left. But a 10 left is pointing straight to the left. Okay. Then also you have this keep right sign. It is pointing downwards towards the what? Towards the right. Then this one is turning turned right, which is pointing towards the right. So that's one of the things that I want you to pay close attention to and to keep that in mind. Okay. Now moving on to our next one. So this means 10 left ahead. This means 10 left. This means 10 right ahead. Now also I want you to keep note of these two signs here, the 10 left and the 10 left ahead sign. So this means this 10 left sign means that you have now arrived at that intersection when you are now supposed to take that left turn. But this one means that you are not yet arrived. You are still on your way. This means you have arrived and you're supposed to turn left immediately after seeing this sign, right? But this means that you're supposed to walk for some distance or prepare to take the next left turn ahead. Okay, so same concept with this one, right? So I want you to see these two signs and appreciate the difference between the two. Okay, now here we have this means that pedestrian crossing only, right? So this one is very simple, right? Then also you have this it means cyclist only. Okay, so cyclists are only allowed to move on this part of the road. So do keep that in mind. And also pedestrians are only allowed on this part of the road. Okay. So these are command signs. So do keep that in mind. Then we also have this proceed straight sign. Okay. So this sign is also proceed straight. Then we also have the cyclists and pedestrians only. So cyclists and pedestrians, so this is a combination of these two signs here. Okay, so this sign combines these two signs. Okay, so do keep that in mind. Okay, then this one is also cyclists and pedestrians only. It is also the same as this sign. Okay, then we also have this sign cyclists and pedestrians only. They are also quite similar, okay, but different way of writing this sign. So do also keep that in mind. Then also you have motorists, those on their motorbikes, they are also allowed on this portion of the road. Okay, so we also have rickshaws. So all these signs, they are prohibiting all the other classes of vehicle that are not shown in that sign. So what that means is that when you see this sign where you see that cyclists and pedestrians are allowed, it means that motorists are also prohibited, right? Motorists, those on motorcyclists, they are not allowed on this portion. Also, rickshaws are not allowed when you see a sign like this. It means that only the pedestrian and the cyclist are allowed on this portion of the road. Okay, then it is also the same here. Animal drawn vehicles, animal drawn wagons, or whatever you like to call it, they are allowed on this portion of the road. While it's on this portion of the road, it means that motor cars only are allowed on this portion of the road, and all other cyclists, pedestrians, motorcyclists, they are prohibited. Okay, so then we also have taxis, minibuses, only, buses only, buses and trams only, trams, buses and minibuses on. So all of these, right, these are command signs, some of the command signs. So it gets pretty simple as you go down trying to understand these signs, right? So guys, basically that's what you're talking about, right? And here we have let me just zoom in on this sign, right? So here we have this vehicle with a 10T. Remember, 10T means 10 tons, right? So this sign means that goods vehicles exceeding 10 tons gross vehicle mass only. So this is now for goods vehicle only, right? As you can see on this vehicle. Now this one is different from this. Let me just go there, from the one that we just saw at first here, because this one you don't have a vehicle, so it is just speaking about all the vehicles that have a gross vehicle mass of 10 and above. So it just encompasses all the vehicles. But when you now have a vehicle inside, it is now a specific sign that it is now only talking to goods vehicles here that have a gross vehicle mass of 10 tons or above. They are only allowed. Okay, now this one is also a delivery vehicles, so delivery vehicles only, right? So guys, remember, as I said, I'm not going through all of these signs because there are quite many, right? So that's why you need to get this document. Okay, so just to point out some signs that I think I need of much explanation. I have these abnormal vehicles only. So this one is for abnormal vehicles. Remember, abnormal vehicles are those vehicles that are carrying a huge load. Probably these vehicles will require an escort, right? So that's what we call abnormal vehicles. Then we also have this roundabout. We got these arrows that are going in around. So this, it means that there's a roundabout that is coming. So this is put on a roundabout to show that there's a roundabout. Then this one means that you should switch on your headlamps. So this one, you are being commanded to switch on your headlamps upon seeing that sign. Maybe probably you're entering a tunnel, right? So you're entering a tunnel, you can see the sign to switch on your headlamps. Well guys, I think that's the end of this. Next video, we're going to be looking at reservation signs. So these are some of the reservation signs. I do hope you tune in into that video, as we're going to be discussing on that. So Mr. Leslie, right, if you find this video helpful, please give this video a like and share it with your friends so that they can also find much help from this. I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.